Okay, use the method of completing the square to find the least value of this here, quadratic. Now, when completing the square, right, what we do is we focus on those first two terms here, right? The x squared plus 6x. And what I do is I do a bracket, x, then the bracket, because we're working in terms of x. And then I halve that value. So if it's plus 6, halve it, I get plus 3. Okay? Alright? So, as I said, focus on that value there, 6, or it's plus 6, halve it, you get plus 3. And we square that then. Now, if you think about it, if I got x plus 3 all squared, if I was to multiply that out and work it out, you know, double bracket to the 5 on it, I'd get x squared, right, plus 6x, which is just like that here, but I also get a plus 9, okay? A plus 9, which I haven't got up here. So this will give me x squared plus 6x plus 9. So what I do then is I take away the 9, just sort of compensate, okay? Right? And then this then, effectively, would give me x squared plus 6x. And then don't forget then to take away the 5. If that was confusing, right, for you, all I'd ask you to remember is, right, with this, completing the square, is you focus, as I said, on the first two terms. You put a bracket squared, and you put x here. And because that's a plus 6, you just halve it, right? So whatever that is, you halve it. Okay, if it's plus 6, you halve it, you get plus 3. And then you always take away, right? It's always a minus then, the square of this. So the square of this is 9. And then, of course, you've got this minus 5 at the end then, which you need to put on there. So you get then, that equal to x plus 3 all squared, and then minus 9 minus 5 is minus 14. Okay? And then it says to find the least value of this. Now we must remember this is a quadratic, it's a parabola, and parabolas, right, quadratics are always like smiley faces, and they will have a least value, okay, right at the bottom here, okay, it will have a least value. And we can use this completing the square idea to actually work out what the least value is, because this, rewritten as this here, we can see something about this which is quite kind of special. If you think about it, when you square something, it can never be negative, can it? Okay, so if you think about this bracket here, squared, it won't be negative. In fact, can we think about what the lowest this bracket squared can be? Well, if it can't be negative, the lowest it can be is 0, isn't it? So we could say that the lowest value of x plus 3 all squared is 0. Okay, it can't be anything lower than that. Okay, if it's not 0, it's going to be more than 0. Okay, because it's squared. It's always positive then. All right. So it's 0, if we think about it, how do we get this to be 0? Well, x would have to be minus 3, wouldn't it? Yeah? But they're not asking for that. What they want is the least value of all of this, right? So if the least value occurs when this bracket squared is 0, okay, if this is 0, we're just left with this, aren't we? If that's 0, we're left with this. The least value will be what we're left with, and that's minus 14.